is a fun team to watch. That's a young team you buy stock into. Of course, you're going to know Wembanyama. You know Wemby. He's a freak. Everybody there was watching him. Stephon Castle. Oh, yeah, we like you now. And you're looking who else they have. You're like, okay, you got Castle. Cool. The veteran Chris Paul. He's not going to do, what Chris Paul used to do back in the day. He's there to guide and show the young players what to do. Devin Vassell, 20 points by the third quarter. Castle had 21 in the third quarter. Like, where do you get off thinking, hey, these youngsters are going to go away? They're not. Yeah, San Antonio had lost 3 in a row. San Antonio had been here since Friday. They were supposed to play the Lakers on Saturday. Remember that? San Antonio, when we spoke to Jacob Toby, the Spurs play-by-play announcer during the pregame, San Antonio was staying in Santa Monica. They had to get evacuated and go to a downtown hotel because of what happened in Santa Monica, the fires and the evacuation, right? There's no excuse for what the Lakers, quote, called basketball in that fourth quarter. None at all. This team is frustrating you, right? This team is making you pull hair out. This team is making you gray. This team is making you say, why am I spending my time watching this right now? First half, good. You saw a team that was in control. It looked like, first half, they had the lead. I'm like, okay, no problem. They're up 62-53. Castle at that time only had 7. Some of the rotations, why is Cam Reddish and Jackson Hayes in the court together? Wemby is not going to be a player who wants to play in the post. Harrison Barnes is the salty vet who knows how to move around. So if you're putting AD around Wemby and you're wondering what's going on and the rotations, and then you see Max Christie, who's 6'6". Christie was guarding Wemby in the post, and San Antonio's not feeding him because he doesn't want to be in the post. He wants to be out around the perimeter. He wants to shoot. He wants to shoot the threes. So there's some questionable stuff that the Lakers were doing on the defensive side, or lack thereof. This is a frustrating loss because they should have won this game. This is a game that was there. And if you're going to lose in the fourth quarter, understand, right? But this lack of effort, lack of heart, lack of execution, lack of anything is unacceptable. For you, the players, for you, the front office, for you, the Laker fans, how the heck do you only score 13 points in a fourth quarter game that was tied going into the fourth quarter? That's unacceptable. No excuses can be made for that. And I love John and Michael. When you hear them doing the play-by-play, they'll let you know exactly how they're feeling, where this game is going. And halfway through the fourth quarter, you heard them saying, uh-oh, it's getting late early. Uh-oh, this game is done. Like, they don't put games away. Like Michael I took away his refrigerator privileges before the game started. Right? But in the fourth quarter, they were both saying, this game's done. And there was still game to play. The daggers were there from San Antonio. The young team, that shows you how to close. Right? Shouldn't the Lakers with the championship experience be the ones that push away the youngsters? And then this goes back to they are what they are. The Lakers are now 20-17. San Antonio, 19-19. You're not that much better than them record-wise. And on the floor today, it was all San Antonio. That's a fun, young team with really, really talented young players that if they keep that core together are going to be really good. And the Lakers, what did you get from them? All right? What did you really get from them? You have head-scratching moments. I would love to see Dorian Finney-Smith play more than 20 minutes. Rui Hachimura is only taking 6 shots for you. He's playing you 30 minutes. Like, at what point is JJ going to start saying, maybe we need to mix some things up here? Okay, we've gone with this starting lineup, but you need more help. Finney Smith took 4 shots. Shake Milton did not play. Jackson Hayes giving you the 13 minutes. Like, it's starting to scratch your head a little bit. And it's not going to be easy for the Lakers right now because they're going to play some teams that don't have good records. They're going to play teams that are middle of the pack. There's going to be games that on paper should be winnable. But is any game right now a game where you look at it and say, yeah, it's a W. That's a W. You'll say it's a W, but you'll say like this, I think that's a W. There is no, that's a W. Because this team isn't playing well right now. This team isn't giving you any kind of confidence to say, yeah, that's a dub. No. Not when they put that effort out there. And if you're going to give that, if that's what you're going to be, then what are we doing here? Not right. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. If you're at the game, give me a call. Let me know what you thought. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're at the game and you're already home because you probably left early. Because when I walked out, because at the end of the third quarter I walk out, it was empty. Usually there's a couple of people straggling. I was like, no, that's good. They know this is a good game. The 4 minutes it takes to walk into the studio from across the street to ESPN LA, like, what happened? I'm listening on the app, and I hear John and Michael saying it. I'm like, no, it's not getting this bad. It's not getting this bad. Yeah, it got that bad. It got that bad. 126-102. Loss. As John Ireland said, their 7th game this season when they've lost by 20 or more. 7 times. You want us to take you serious? I don't know. Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN. We'll take your calls. Coming up next, we'll go to the locker room here where J.J. Redick has to say, I need to hear some excuses for this. Because that's what it is tonight. It's not explanation. It's excuses. This is the Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy, and we are so happy to be back on the air with you today as we and the entire community all try and move forward just a little bit this week. But because of the Rams and the Lakers tonight, Sedano and I don't have a show. So how about tomorrow we do some two-a-days? Join us tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for a little Sedano and Cap morning show action, and then we'll be back in the afternoon for our 3-hour regular show, Sedano and Cap, two-a-days, tomorrow, 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, for a limited time only, get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end January 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. after Greeny.
I'd never met Michael Cooper, and he was the co-host of the show with Rob Fukuzaki, and they bring me on for the segment. And as I'm walking to go onto the set, Michael Cooper starts breaking my chops about Arcadia High School. Keep in mind, I've never met him, spoken to him, nothing. He's like, oh, Apache in the house, man. We used to kill you guys. And I'm like, wait, and I knew in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, that's right. He went to Pasadena High School. He's a PHS Bulldog, Arcadia High, Pasadena High, in the same league. And so instantly I'm like, well, yeah, because in basketball, you had guys like you at PHS, and our basketball team had guys like me at Arcadia High. In baseball, we had a much better, and so we were going back and forth. But it was a great moment. Like, no wonder everybody loves this guy.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
If you're able, please help people affected by the California wildfires in 2025. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN. redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover.
This is the Lakers Postgame Show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers Postgame Show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Anthony Davis of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
It's time for Lakers Postgame.
Here's Beto Duran.
Hands the ball to Keldon Johnson, guarded by Dorian Finney-Smith. Left side, Devin Vassell with 10 to shoot. Vassell down the middle all the way. Slam dunk on top of Anthony Davis. Just a spectacular play by Devin Vassell, and the lead is 6.
And that's the Active Collision play of the game. Active Collision, my friend Leo and his squad are going to take care of you. If you've ever been in an accident, you know it can be stressful. So if your car is damaged and needs to be repaired, Leo and his crew at Active Collision in the 626 will take care of you. They're the experts at towing your vehicle. And also, if you were or your car was involved or was part of the devastating fires and you need to get it towed out of there, Leo will take care of your car. Free towing for you. He'll help you get a rental. He'll specialize in complete auto accident repair of your vehicle. With experienced paint and body technicians, let them know that we sent you. Free estimates, call 626-330-0100. That's 626-330-0100. Or visit ActiveCollisionRepair.com. Active Collision also on Instagram. Make sure you check them out. Active Collision, my boy Leo works with all insurance companies, and they handle 100% of the process. Let them know 710 sent you, and you get 50% discount on your insurance deductible. Active Collision offers that free towing, like I said. Leo will hook you up. And if you're watching on the YouTube stream, you'll see at the bottom of the scroll, you see the Active Collision logo. So they're taking care of us. The tonight's player of the game, DeAndre Hopkins. Can we get a Castle highlight for me, please? Because that dude was balling. Stephon Castle at a UConn. I love his game.
Here is Austin Reeves to Anthony Davis. Davis, jump hook, good. Over Bassey. 3-point Laker lead. Austin Reeves to Anthony Davis. Davis driving.
All right, so eventually we'll get you a Castle highlight. As Castle, like I said, mentioned, I love his game. 36 minutes, 10 for 16 from the field, 23 points, had a couple steals, had assists, had the rebounds. Number 5 for San Antonio, 6'6". He was the 4th pick overall at a UConn. He's only 20 years old, and he trains with my guy Olin Simplis. If you guys know him, the guard whisperer. When Olin gets a guy, he makes you better. So Stephon Castle, tonight's player of the game. And that's driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. All right, we have phone calls. I mean, we're in a completely different studio tonight. So do we have phone calls, DeAndre? Just let me know who they are, man.
We got Hooper's X.
Hooper's X. You're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Hey, brother. I was just disgusted by the performance tonight.
You should be. You should be.
I don't understand why they're not playing DFS more. He's kind of the key to unlocking the defensive setup. And he had 15 minutes in the first half and like 4 minutes in the last quarter. Yeah. And I'm not sure why that's happening, but thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate that. I am right there with you. Haven't heard from what J.J. Redick has had to say. Hopefully somebody asked him that question. Next phone call. DeAndre, who do we got?
Yeah, Justin in Upland.
Justin in Upland. You're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. What's up, Justin?
What's up, bro? What's up, Beto? I love what you do, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
It's been tough, man. I didn't want to call in the last game because but this is just too much, dude. We can't. This is not Lakers basketball, man. This is not what we're for. And on a night when we're honoring Mr. Cooper, you come out like that. That's disgraceful. I don't know how other else to say it. It's disgraceful. And let me address the elephant in the room. Mr. LeBron over here doesn't want to play any defense.
Come on,
wants to stand around with his hands in his pockets and point fingers.
But that's nothing new, right?
You can't. What do you want? AD to guard 5 guys? Like there's got to be some defensive things. And who's the leader on this team? Who's the guy that's going to get in people's I don't want to cuss, but
yeah, who's going to get in their face and call them out, right?
Heads and get on them. No, I don't know who it is.
But
it's not LeBron. It's not AD.
That doesn't quite work with professional athletes anymore because that works in high school. It might work in college a little bit, but you don't need another grown man in your face telling you need to do this. Imagine a grown man comes up to you at work and does that thing to you. What are you going to do?
I hate seeing this. To get blown out by 24 by a team that's rebuilding.
Oh, they're not rebuilding. They're here because they're exactly like the Lakers are right now.
Yeah. But we're supposed to be. Come on, this is Lakers basketball right here. We should have wiped them out.
Justin.
Same with the last game. We should have wiped them out. Easy.
They're not good enough to wipe them out.
We're not playing around.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
Well, there we go. We knew he was coming eventually. He had done so well holding himself from cussing. And then I knew there was one more. That's why I let them on a little bit, DeAndre. I gave him a little bit extra because I knew he was going to, because you can hear the frustration.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear what you're saying. But this Laker team isn't a team to blow anybody out. Get that out of your head right now. They're not good enough to do that. They're the team that other people look at their schedule like, oh, the Lakers are in town? They've gotten smoked by 20 or more 7 times this season? Oh, yeah. Like that meme of the dude's hiding behind the tree, licking his lips in the yellow. Like, Lakers on your schedule? DeAndre Hawkins.
See, but he mentioned that the Spurs are apparently in a rebuild, but has he I don't know if he was watching the game, but they have veterans on that team. They added Chris Paul, they added Harrison Barnes to bring in that veteran leadership to bring the Spurs at least to compete with teams in the West. Yeah. And obviously it's shown.
Yeah, you're right. And William Batesel says this in the YouTube chat, brought to you by Active Collision. Football players get in each other's faces all the time. They tell them to shape up. All right, football players are different, bro. Football players, mind you, are running around with their heads cut off, and with the stuff that they do before the game, whatever they're hopped up on. NBA dudes, you're not going to do that. If there's another grown man in your face, DeAndre, you play college basketball, all right? Your coach can do that,
of course.
But if another guy's like, "Hey man, blah, blah, blah," like, nah, man.
There's a right way to go about approaching a player. Yeah. By yelling and screaming at them, they're not going to respond well.
No. This is what happens at practice.
Correct.
This is the stuff that happens behind closed doors. At the end of the day, you scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. You gave up 37 points in the fourth quarter. You were getting smacked. You were getting thrown around. You were getting abused, and there was no fight back. That's the problem I have with that. That's the frustration part. That's what's going to happen when you have a team that goes through the motion. Justin Palacios back in the YouTube chat. I told myself I wasn't going to cuss. Yeah, but you still did, bro. You still did. That's why we had to hang up with you. Ken says this is absolutely maddening and tough to be a Lakers fan with these uneven efforts. That's a great point right there. The uneven efforts. Now, mind you, I'm watching this game through 3. I'm like, San Antonio is battling. San Antonio's fighting. This is a game where San Antonio, their youth is going to show. And mind you, this is a game where Wemby wasn't being Wemby. He wasn't going off. He wasn't dominating. He's fun to watch. He's great to watch. He's exciting to watch. But it wasn't a game where he was taking over. It was everybody else, right? But you know what it was? It was the Lakers and LeBron turning the ball over 7 times. It was Austin Reeves turning it over 4 times. It was a team that was sloppy. Lakers had 19 turnovers tonight. And you want to know what the points in the paint was tonight? Take a guess, DeAndre.
For the Lakers or the Spurs?
Just take a guess. Usually it's pretty close. Points in the paint.
I'll say about 30.
66 points in the paint for San Antonio.
Huh?
Lakers had 40 points in the paint. Points in the paint all season long, brought to you by Vista Paint, locally owned, manufactured for over 65 years. Vista Paint, your home for factory direct, high quality paint products. Vista Paint, your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. That's right. Points in the paint at 66 for San Antonio. And that's a team that isn't really trying to pound the rock to Wemby. Imagine if he actually wanted to be on the block. Let's hear some J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick tonight, I got to look at this. We're in a completely different studio tonight because, the Rams got the victory. Here's what I want to hear from J.J. Redick about playing. Actually, no. What shifted in the second half? Here's J.J. Redick, courtesy of Spectrum Sportsnet.
Yeah, they called a timeout. We were up 10, tied going into the fourth. you can point to the 13 points in the fourth quarter, but it was just, we gave up 73 points in the second half. Had 9 turnovers in both halves. Frankly, we should have had 70 in the first half offensively, and just couldn't keep the ball in front of us.
That's J.J. Redick on Spectrum Sports Net. Let's hear from J.J. Redick, who said we had careless effort.
Some of them that I just remember off the top of my head were I would describe as careless, and then the other ones and the ones that I don't know, just we talked about personnel awareness as a big key for tonight. Throwing passes in tight spaces when Wemby's around is just not a good idea.
It's common sense. Let's hear from J.J. Redick, that 56-second clip, please.
Yeah, there's a lot.
What needs to happen to sort of counteract?
Well, there were a lot, particularly in the second half, of middle drives, whether that was after a red or after a closeout, and there's some teams that are okay with the ball going middle. We're not a let the ball go middle team, and again, I didn't feel like we really had a low man presence. I think Mitch and his staff did a good job based on the last game where we were Redding, and they really tried to take advantage of that with pulling our low man in when we did pull in. If Wemby was in the paint, and they just skip it to the corner, and then you're either giving up a three or we just weren't good in our closeouts tonight.
Definitely weren't good on the closeouts tonight. As J.J. Redick, courtesy of Spectrum Sports Net. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. I'm Beto Duran with you on the Lakers postgame show here on 710 ESPN, brought to you by Active Collision. Funch, do we have any phone calls? No. Okay, good. I don't want to hear from phone calls because I want to hear from more J.J. Redick right now. Let's see. J.J. Redick, again, great job by Michael Funch's executive producer, DeAndre Hawkins, working with us. Again, here at 710 ESPN tonight, there was a Rams game, a Lakers game, and a Kings game, all available. So when you say we are running around doing multiple jobs, we're doing it. I'm just talking facilitating here. You know what we did? When you needed help from your teammate, we stepped up. You know what the Lakers did? They didn't. They can't work here at 710 because they're not going to be able to say, oh, you know what? You need that? I got you. No. What the Lakers did tonight was point fingers at each other. And some of the rotations, look, let me tell you this right now. Before I go way too far behind the scenes and Morales gets mad at me. Some of the rotations that we have here at 710 ESPN, when I walked in here, I was like, oh, that person's there. Like, oh, man, all right. That's interesting. But everybody stood up and performed. The Lakers had some of the rotations, and you're like, oh, Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish. Oh, okay. Finney Smith, not that many minutes. Okay. Rui Hachimura. The defensive schemes at times, DeAndre, leaving you wondering. And look, I know the players are the ones on the court. They're the ones with the lack of effort. But tonight, there's got to be some blame on J.J. Redick for some of these rotations. There's got to be some blame for some of the opportunities that he didn't have. Because you put the personnel on the floor. San Antonio didn't change much.
It's funny how you mentioned that because John and Michael went on the broadcast and were saying that, man, there's no offense out here. Like, LeBron was on the floor, and there was a point in time where both LeBron and AD weren't on the floor. And it was, I believe the lineup was Jackson Hayes, Rui, Cam Reddish, and Dorian, and I believe Austin Reeves. It's like, you can't have a lineup like that.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, like, you seen what the Spurs did. They went to Harrison Barnes 3-4 times in a row in that fourth quarter, and with Austin Reeves guarding them. So the Spurs see the mismatches. They're taking advantage of it. How come the Lakers couldn't adjust?
And you have a Spurs team that's not being led by Popovich. Pop is still on leave. He's out there. They have a young coach, and who's the interim. The veterans are out there. But the Lakers never made those adjustments. Like, I'm not one to get on coaches because I don't know what the heck those coaches know. None of us do. And all of us that pretend like we do, we don't, right? And this show isn't about X's and O's or anything like that. But I know when I see LeBron with the ball and the only other ball handler out there is Austin Reeves, that's not going to cut it. Because San Antonio was doing this. And I don't know if you can see it on TV, but there was a sequence where LeBron would have the ball, he's bringing up the court, and San Antonio's going at him. They're sending defenders to put the pressure on LeBron. Not a full court press, but they're picking him up early. They're picking him up super high. So he's got to give up the ball. And the only other person that could be a playmaker is Austin Reeves, who is not going to be your point guard. But there's nobody else out there on the floor at that time. Quickly, they adjusted there. But know your personnel. Like Austin Reeves, right now is your third best player. Austin Reeves is who he is. He's vital to the Lakers. He should not be your third best player. But regardless, that's neither here nor there. You're not, look, I'm not even going to get into the potential trade talk or anything like that. No. And this is JJ also realizing this is my team. 38 games into the season, I need to find out who's going to do what. When you have Austin Reeves going 4 for 14, when you have Rui, who's only taking 6 shots. I mean, mind you, he knocked down 3 3-pointers. You're shaking your head no. Yeah, your mic's not even working, bro. See what happens? See what happens? The Lakers, it's all falling apart right now. Because DeAndre was shaking his head, no, and then his microphone wasn't even working. Because I know that the Rui Hachimura life right now is frustrating all Laker fans. And he's cutting off your microphone. That's where we're at right now. It's frustration for everybody. And it should be. And William Beto, yes, we need trades, bottom line. But what are you going to do? Trade deadline's in February? Are you going to blow up the team? No. Are you going to try to get a small piece? Yeah. Ken, AR is a nice role player only. That's exactly how he's looking lately, but he's better than a role player. Come on now. Austin Reeves can ball, but he should not be the only ball handler on the floor at times. Nope, DeAndre, they're sabotaging you, bro. There's like 3 different microphones where he's at, and none of them work right now. Teams do get whatever they want against you. It's one of those nights. It's just let it go, guys. Just let it go. DeAndre, just sign language me. Phones are down. DeAndre's microphones are down. Everything's down. We need a break right now. Oh, man. Let me lean back in my chair right now. Oh, just right when you want to have a good conversation. This is it. This is exactly it. This is what the Lakers are doing to you. And I know if you're driving her home right now, or if you're Michael Thompson who's in line at In-N-Out, that you're looking at it like, where are the Lakers at right now? Well, they'll be taking on Miami on Wednesday. And Miami got smoked by the Clippers tonight. So you know what that means. Miami's going to come in and be fantastic. And they'll because everybody gives the Lakers their best shot. They absolutely do. So right now the Lakers will be in the 7th spot, 20-17. San Antonio and Phoenix retired for the 10th spot at 19-19. Clippers are 21-17. So the way that everything is in the Western Conference from 4 to 10, it just separated by 4 games. So you win one night, you move up. You lose, you fall down. You just got to take care of business. And stop with the losing by 20 points or more. That's embarrassing. Like, at some point, look at yourself and be like, damn it, this got to stop. Coming up next, talk about Michael Cooper. Beautiful night at Crypto.com Arena. You're listening to Lakers Postgame Show on 710 ESPN.
Hey everybody, it's Cappy, and we are so happy to be back on the air with you today as we and the entire community all try and move forward just a little bit this week. But because of the Rams and the Lakers tonight, Sedano and I don't have a show. So how about tomorrow we do some two-a-days? Join us tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for a little Sedano and Cap morning show action, and then we'll be back in the afternoon for our 3-hour regular show, Sedano and Cap, two-a-days, Tomorrow, 7:10 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube.
It's the new year, and you're looking to get a new car. Then head over to the Easy Choice sales event going on now at your Toyota dealer, where it's easy to choose a great lease or a low APR on Toyota's most popular models, like the all-hybrid Camry, fuel-efficient Prius, legendary Corolla, rugged Tacoma, or versatile RAV4. A new Toyota for the new year is waiting for you at the Easy Choice sales event. So see your Toyota dealer today.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Lakers fans, if you're injured in an accident, you could spend hours calling your insurance, a rental car company, and trying to get the appointment with your doctor. Instead of all that, just call Jacob. His team is available 24/7. The consultation is free, and Jacob and his team will handle everything with your insurance and get you the rental car and the doctor so you can once again focus on cheering for the Lakers. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
If you're able, please help people affected by the California wildfires in 2025. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN. redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
This is the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
Once again, here's Beto Duran.
Lakers lose. Actually, let me correct myself. Lakers get beat up in the fourth quarter. They get swarmed. 126-102. You listen to the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. Thanks for everybody out there, wherever you may be. It was a beautiful halftime ceremony where Michael Cooper had his number 21 jersey retired. So nobody will ever wear number 21 in a Laker uniform. The pride of Pasadena, Pasadena City College, New Mexico. Just a good dude, man. Just a good dude. It was great to see so many cool people at the arena, and the moment that they had, it was a 23-minute halftime, and Cooper started by acknowledging and talking about the fires and the way people can help out. And we're gonna bring that up right now because this is what Anthony Davis had to say about the fires, because it's affected everybody we know, right? I live down in Carson, so it didn't come out my way. But knowing the Altadena area, knowing the Sylmar area, knowing people living in the Palisades, and the Lakers have a member of the organization who is on the video side, Rohan, but his Instagram is Rue, right? But Rohan is fantastic. Spent a decade with the Lakers. And his parents' house in Altadena burned down. There's a GoFundMe for it, and Anthony Davis contributed $20,000 of his own money to that. And there was another player. There was a couple other players that contributed money to it. And here at 710 ESPN, you guys hear me when I start the show. Usually I say, hey, and joined now by Nice Guy Will. If you know anything about me, I harass everybody. I mess with everybody. I'm like needling everybody. Will is the guy I leave alone. I say, hello, Will. How you doing, Will? That's it. Because he's such a nice guy. And that's why I call him Nice Guy Will. And the reason DeAndre's working tonight is because Will needs to take some time off because his parents' house in Altadena was lost by the Eaton fire. There's a GoFundMe for the Cisneros Flores family. I mean, and if you scroll through Instagram, everybody has a GoFundMe because we all know somebody who was affected by it. And, one of the makeup artists at Spectrum Sportsnet, Carla. I'm sorry, Carla. Her parents' house burned down. Our CBS Channel 2 producer Gordon, his house burned down. So it's devastating. It's sad. And it's affected everybody. Heck, J.J. Redick had to have the house he was renting burned down. His family had to evacuate. He's got little kids, it's going to be sad for a while. You think about what's going on. And yeah, look, I ripped into the team, of course, but you know that they're playing with a lot on their mind because some of the players had to get evacuated also. Here's what Anthony Davis had to say about the Fires.
Yeah, I mean, we were in Dallas, and when everything's just kind of started happening, and obviously, got kids and a wife, and start freaking out, and then get home, and you kind of see it as we flying in, and you kind of hear about. I say the first thing I heard about was JJ's house, and and then my wife started telling me about some of my daughter's classmates, their families losing homes, and my daughter, where she go ride horses was gone, and some of my son's classmates and, houses are gone, so start getting tough, start getting emotional, and then as you start to see more and more, as the days went on, more and more things happening, more and more fires happening, to the point where now it's getting close to you. Getting close to you, now you have to evacuate your home, and just a lot, but we're just trying to get through it, and feel good to be on the floor and just kind of bring joy, back to everyone who was here. That kind of can kind of get away from it, for 2.5 hours, and but the fight isn't over. We still have a lot to do, trying to do my part as far as helping families and communities who've been affected, and trying to with the donations. Actually just talking about getting a suite for a couple games and bringing the first responder, all the firefighters, whoever, bringing them to a game, or meeting them, or whatever the case may be. So just trying to figure it all out, and do my part as one of the leaders here in the community.
That's Anthony Davis on Spectrum Sportsnet talking about what we've all been dealing with, the fires here in Southern California. And at 7:10 ESPN tomorrow, there's going to be a special show in the morning. Sedano and Cap will be on, and then they'll be back on in the afternoon, because last week we didn't have any shows on Thursday and Friday because our antenna was affected. So that means the transmitter was going to be an issue here. The building here at downtown LA where we do the studios was shut down. So just keep everybody home. So we did miss you. And Justin Palacio, don't be a jerk, man. We're talking about sports and ball. Take the fire conference somewhere else. No, I'm not going to take it somewhere else because we've all been affected by it. Yeah, for the show we've been doing here is the postgame show. We've been talking about the Lakers, but let's be real. Let's be compassionate about it, because when Michael Cooper comes out on the night that he gets his jersey retired and immediately starts talking about that, Cooper's from Pasadena. He is Rose City all the way through. That's Pasadena Bulldog right there. So that was impactful right away. The Lakers gave away the Cooper jersey, but you also saw the LA Fire Department T-shirts that were handed out to some fans. And the Lakers wore a LAFD shirt during warmups. It's a great job by Fanatics, too, getting with all the teams. And you can now buy a Fanatic shirt that support the fire department, and all proceeds go in there. So that being said, it was awesome to see Michael Cooper get his jersey retired. Yeah, I was young enough to where I remember Showtime, and Cooper was the dude, because remember in the 80s, we all used to get tube socks when you would sign up to play basketball, and everybody wore them high because Michael Cooper had his socks up high. Cooper had elbows and knees and would just throw them everywhere, off the bench, grabbing rebounds, being a dog, which is what the Lakers need right now. Is there anybody there at all? No. Cooper could have suited up tonight and you know he would have gotten in somebody's face, and you know that Castle or Vassell were not going to get into that lane easy. You know they weren't going to get shots off easy, because that's what you need. Mind you, again, that's not the way the NBA's playing anymore, blah, 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 blah. But it got him to the Hall of Fame. For Pat Riley to be there and open it up right away, to see Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Jamal Wilkes. You look up in the rafters, you're like, the Lakers only retire Hall of Famers. And Michael Cooper is now a Hall of Famer. About damn time. And as Michael Morales, our good friend who walks around crypto.com and records everything, makes a bunch of money on his Instagram and TikToks, Michael Morales 10, go follow him because he's going to tag you eventually one day. Everybody gets tagged by Michael Morales. He just sent me a message right now. He's like, why do the Lakers always mess up a special night? A jersey retirement, a statue retirement, they always mess it up, right? Always mess it up. And that's what they do. That's what they do. And Justin Palacio, you came on the postgame show and cussed, so you can't tell me what to do on the YouTube chat, bro. Brought to you by Active Collision. So until you stop cussing on the radio, I'm not going to listen to you. So I'm going to talk about this, right? That's all it is. It's a game, it's a distraction, and we need it, which is great. And then, damn it, you don't need a fourth quarter where you score 13 points. That cannot happen. Wash it away. Get back in the mix on Wednesday. Heat in town on Wednesday. Heat are here. Let's see, what did the Heat do tonight? They lost, I'll give you the final number, 109-98, and honestly, it wasn't even that close. So they got worked by the Clippers. So we will see them on Wednesday. Can the Lakers make amends and fix things up? Yeah. Are they inconsistent? Yeah. Are they what they are right now? Yeah. Are they a team that is getting dominated by youngsters? Yeah. Is it a team that makes you want more? Yeah. Is it a team that can blow out anybody? Yeah. Is it a team that can get beat up by anybody? Yeah. Is it a team that we can't figure out? Yeah. Is it a team that we have no idea what they are right now? Yeah. Is it a team that's frustrating? Absolutely. Sedano and Cap tomorrow. We'll start it off at 7 in the morning. Then Travis and DeMarco, who will talk about the Rams' victory tonight. Mason in Ireland. Then more Sedano and Cap. And then you're going to have a post-game. You're going to have Laker talk tomorrow too, Funch. So we got all kinds of coverage for you there. And if you need a break from every day, well, fans, it might be your lucky day. Because tonight, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is giving away 2 night stay plus dinner, golf, or bowling for 2. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySprings.com. All right. For everybody behind the scenes here at 710 ESPN, thank you so much. There are way too many people to thank tonight, but for sure, I got to thank Funches and DeAndre holding it down. We kept the building alive. We kept it good. Lakers didn't. Lakers lost tonight. 126-102. Thanks for listening to Lakers Postgame Show. I'm Beto Duran. Be listening to 710 ESPN.
Lakers basketball, presented by
Vista Paint, locally owned, manufactured for over 65 years. Vista Paint is your home for factory direct, high-quality paint products. Your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. Lakers basketball.
Lakers basketball, driven by Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Go Safely California from Caltrans and the California Office of Traffic Safety.
Fantasy Springs Resort. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySpringsResort.com.
And remember, you can hear every Lakers game in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.